I don't want to live in a fucked up world where morality is lost to the laws of hate.
It's good, mate. Very good. Are we interviewing?
Yeah, we're interviewing.
Are we in the process?
Yeah, it has begun.
You started
Sweet.
to tour tonight, this is the first night.
It is the first night.
How's it been?
How's it been? Haven't played yet, mate. The 6-hour drive. The 6-hour drive was so peaceful and easy and breezy. It was really nice. But we forget how easy the Manchester drive is. It's a long way. It's 280 miles.
Yeah.
But it's just such a nice, easy road all the way up the M5 for us down to M6. So nerdy details aside about motorways, it was just nice and sunny and relaxed, and we were all having a good little kind of little chin wag like we do. Eating our chocolate buttons and drinking our cups of hot chocolate and tea. Yeah. We're very what's the word, civilised band.
Yeah, it sounds very civilised.
Yeah, we are quite. Before the tour starts, we're very civilised.
These are the comments now. Crazy, civilised punk. What's
well,
this?
yeah, aren't we all these days?
So you're talking with Sam Russo.
Yeah, we are.
We're missing Corey Brannan.
We're missing Corey. Yeah, it's really sad.
How big of a blow was it when you found that?
It was a big blow. Yeah, I mean, it was. He's the headliner for a lot of these shows. I mean, I think we're booked to headline some of them. But I saw it as a co-headline tour, wherever we were headlining, he was still a headline act, and we haven't played him before, we never met him, so we were quite excited. I love what I've heard. I love the record, so I just thought, well, this is going to be a great experience, something new. And then our first acoustic tour with an acoustic kind of team, and now it's like it's us and Russo, which is great. It's still an acoustic tour, still got that integrity, but there's a missing component, and it's quite sad. But I don't understand how it happened. I don't know whether it's because of the riots that they just got very defensive and paranoid, or whether it's because how do they know he was a musician? Did he have merch with him? We don't know this. I mean, he's only a guitarist on his own. Surely he could have hired a guitar. I don't know how it worked. I don't know. Yeah, he must have known. Not he must have known, but he's been here before. I just think they might have just clamped down all of a sudden, on people coming into the country.
How do you think it will affect the tour?
It will affect the tour in so much as people want to see him play. But then those same people understand that he's not here for something out of his control, and hopefully they'll just come and enjoy what they have got, And the bands that are kind of filling in here and there, I know Great Cynics are playing in one of the cities. I'm not sure which one it is. Where is that? Where are they playing again? Nottingham. That's it. Yeah. So for us, there's little blessings there because we love those guys. So it'd be nice to see them again. But I don't know. Just no. There's 2 out of the 3 bands playing, so I mean, if it was 1 out of the 3, you might have a problem on your hands, but well, we're just stoked to be playing an acoustic tour. I never used the word stoked. I don't know why I used the word stoked then. I think it's because I'm near Stoke. We don't come this far, so when we get near Stoke, we use the word stoked.
This is an acoustic guitar. Acoustic guitar?
It's an acoustic tour. It is, yeah, for us.
That's something you've ever really done before.
We've done about 3 or 4 shows in Plymouth. We've done one at 2000 Trees a few weeks ago. Went down really well. We just wanted to do something. We like doing it. Locally, it's been good. The response has been good, and it's just a good experience. And it's out of our safety zone. And that's always a good place to be. And it's just a chance to kind of expand on what we've got musically. Kind of highlight that country folk edge a bit more, just to show that it's not just a token kind of aspect of the band. We are actually into that kind of music anyway. So I don't know.
Songs translate better.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun. I'm nervous. I mean, this is the first time we've been properly on out of the city doing a festival where everybody's into acoustic music. It doesn't really matter. That's always going to be good. 2000 Trees is always good. We always go down well. And we did an electric set there as well. But this is the first time out of town, and we're like miles away. We haven't played Manchester for a long time, so it's kind of like, I'm just not sure it's going to go. I want apologies to Headline because I don't think we're worthy of headlining this place. But we'll see, we'll see what happens.
Are there any songs you're doing that wouldn't necessarily be part of an electric set?
Wouldn't. Yeah, there's a lot of it isn't. But we might rest on our laurels a bit and stick in quite a few of the album tracks that we do acoustically as well. We'll see. We'll see how it goes down. If people start kind of screaming out for acoustic versions of the first album tracks, then we're just gonna please people. We're gonna aim to please. We'll just see how it goes. But essentially, half of it isn't kind of known to most people that have heard our band. Hey?
It should be interesting.
Oh yeah, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens. I really don't know. I don't know what's. I mean, we haven't got a set. We've got like a set of songs to play, to choose from, but we haven't got a set list. Literally, I think by the end of the tour, the 7 days, we might have nailed a good set. You know. So if you're in Brighton, then you might get a good set. Until then, it's going to be a shambles. You know, with some good moments, I expect.
You're doing a loud, crazy tour with Against Me.
We are, yeah.
In November.
Yeah, exciting times.
It was supposed to happen, and it didn't. Now it is.
A year later, it is. Yeah, and we're doing our album release tour in September and October as well, which hasn't been announced. Well, will be announced now, but yeah, we haven't announced the dates ourselves. But yeah, that's. But yeah, and then after that, the Against Me support.
Yeah.
At last. 12 months late. Hey.
I think the Against Me fans will like you.
Do I think that? I think some of them already do. Yeah. I think some of them will, and I think some of them probably won't. You know? I think more people that come to see us with Against Me will like us than came to see us when we played with Frank Turner. Yeah. Although Frank Turner's roots are the same as ours, he's obviously a lot more accessible now than he was. So a lot of his newer fans aren't into kind of rock or punk in the same way that Against Me fans are, you know. So I think that that's the only difference, yeah, is that Against Me fans probably understand what we're doing a lot. They'll get it a lot quicker if they haven't heard us before. But I like playing with Frank and not playing to people that know what to expect. You know, whether they like it or not is kind of immaterial, as long as it's something different to them and they may not have kind of been exposed to before. So.
Well, you made 2 lifelong friends when you did it, didn't you?
Who are they?
No, I don't know.
I don't know. No, I don't know who you mean. Yeah. Sure, you didn't mean those Moon and Back guys.
No.
They get slagged off every time they do live reviews of amazing bands like The Fiend.
Oh!
That we all know and love. I did listen to The Fiend after that. Yeah. After you slated them. Well, I'm not into that kind of stuff, you know. I'm going to be diplomatic, unlike yourself.
It was a joke.
Yeah, well, but you're allowed to not like stuff, you know. Well, if you're a critic, you're supposed to like and not like stuff. You're supposed to not be on the fence. You're supposed to take sides and get into little barneys with bands, you know. But what you're not supposed to do is be a band and kind of be upset about it and throw your toys out of the pram. No, you're just going to bite your tongue and get on with it.
So your new album, You Need to Set Your Breath.
That's the one.
What's the next one?
It's coming out officially now, October the 10th. I'm not sure if that's to do with the Piaz warehouse getting burnt down and affecting a lot of labels, including ours, or whether it's just because we've just delayed everything too much anyway in getting the record ready. But officially, 10th of October, there will be CDs available. It's going to be downloadable in kind of September 26th, I think, is the kind of other release date. But we'll have stuff for sale on our tour, which starts on the 23rd of September. I hope, touch wood, that there's going to be albums available on our album tour, which would make sense. If not, it's going to feel like a complete waste of time, other than playing shows to people, you know, which is always good. But yeah, an album tour should have albums there. Would help.
Do you think the sound's changed any, or is it very much like?
I mean, all bands say the same thing. It's kind of a, you know,
it's progression.
It's heavier when it's heavier, and it's lighter when it's lighter. It's kind of a it's just a.
Is it Irish then?
I don't know. I think that was an American accent. I think I was trying to be all kind of stateside and you know, profound. Didn't work. But no, it's just a Crazy On record, you know. It's a second Crazy On record. It's got some good moments.
It's got some awesome moments.
It's got some awesome moments. Yeah, I can't say it's got any bad moments. I mean, some of the songs are really old. 2 of the songs are really old, predate the first album, which is, I don't even know whether they're on there, but it seemed to work. Some of the old songs are brand new, you know, like one of them was written when we were still recording the album, just suddenly made its way onto the record. So there's a good variety of stuff like the first one. I keep saying this, you know, the first album, it got kind of praised for being quite diverse as much as it got slated for being quite diverse and sprawling, and this one's quite sprawling as well. But I like it. None of the songs sound the same. I think it is more of an album of extremes. I mean, we don't. Yeah, there's a lot of acoustic music littered through the record, and here's the boys and girls of the band. Where'd you get them from? Oh yeah. Introducing into the interview, Victoria Butterfield.
Hi.
She's our singer. She's the singer for the acoustic tour and for the electric tour, and she's on the record. She's in the band. Let's face it.
All over it.
You're in the band. That's it. get used to it. I don't know. You have to wait.
The new single Tribes is a very politically driven track.
I guess, yeah.
Is that an indication for the majority of the record?
Yes, it is, yeah, pretty much. Not by design. It just those are the lyrics that were written, and when it came to collecting those songs into an album, it did seem like quite a political record.
Yeah.
And considering what's happening now, it is very kind of fitting. Yeah, you'd think it was written afterwards, but it was written ages ago, you know. But yeah, I know, yeah. Crazy, I'm like the Nostradamus of punk rock. You know. No, it is, but you know, I mean, if you know what's going on, you saw that, you saw what's been happening recently, you saw it coming, you know. If you're aware of what's happening on the streets in general, you know, and you live in those areas, there's nothing new. So those bands that suddenly appear, or you think suddenly appear from nowhere, you know, overnight successes, and they've been going for like 10 years, you know, nobody saw them except for them and their fans that have been supporting them. And same with what's been happening on the streets of England, you know, of the UK. If you know what's going on, there's no surprise. I don't know why that's linked to the lyrics. The lyrics is it, yeah. But it's just it's quite a politically conscious record, I guess, yeah.
And finally, would you be willing to donate some of the profits from this album to commissioning a Chuck Reagan fishing show?
Never.
Never?
A fishing show?
Yeah, with Chuck Reagan.
Chuck Reagan?
A fishing show?
Yeah.
You do know we're like vegetarians and vegans.
I am too, but I still want to watch Chuck Reagan.
I don't care how much I love Chuck Reagan. I'm not gonna advocate him going fishing. I'm sorry, man.
What if it was Chuck Reagan's Manly Hour where he built an house? And
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah. He built a house, but once he starts fucking, you know, stealing fish from the sea, killing them.
What if he threw them back?
Hey?
Just put them back in.
Why just leave them in there? Why pull them out? What if they were like these? What if fish just pulled you out of the sea, pulled you under for 10 seconds, and threw you out again? It's it's a bit traumatic, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, you know, pander to his fishing indulgences. Hey?
You don't see sharks coming into Sainsbury's trying to beat you up.
No, you certainly don't. But you know, as much as I love Chuck Reagan and his music, we never got around to arguing about that. I'm sure he's argued with so many vegetarians and vegans from Florida and all the places wherever he lives now, California. I'm sure he didn't need us to tell him things like that. But there was always that divide, and if it came up, you know, if the fishing came up.
You're the only person who said no. Well done.
Well, am I the only vegetarian that you've asked, or?
Yeah, probably. I think so. I'm not sure.
You just broke Jeff Rickley's heart.
But isn't Sam into fishing as well?
I don't know. He was up for it though.
He was up for it. He was like,
is he?
It's Chuck Reagan. Well, he's on the split with this Chuck Reagan.
Yeah.
Style, so
maybe that's why Chuck didn't do that split with us that we were supposed to be doing. I don't fish. If you don't fish, you don't count.
Yeah. You're not a friend of mine.
If I eat chips, I'm halfway there, you know.
there you go. Right then, speaking of yourself, we will. Yeah.